I can relate. I can relate. For me, it was, I'm going to give you my story and this is going to be so good. For me, it was more me charging my worth. Not, well, yeah, I guess some of it was also me choosing what target market I wanted to work with or whatever. But let me tell you how it happened for me. This was a really long time ago. My first coaching program was Slay Your Brand. When I started, I always tell people be consistent because it comes one by one. So every time I would do a live stream or a webinar, workshop, I would get one person, and you call them loyal followers, because loyal followers, they show up on every live stream that you do. They engage for you. They may buy your smaller products. And so they become the people you grow with. So I had launched my Slay Your Brand coaching program. I had about 7 loyal followers. And in my first launch, I got 10 people in. And it was a 30-day coaching program. And when I tell you, I was vulnerable with them, they were vulnerable with me. We created connection. Some of these people are going to probably see this video because they're still in my world. And they'll be like, that was me. We created such a close connection. They knew my kids. Okay, when my son had no 2 front teeth, right? And so I didn't want to give up on them. I didn't want to ditch them. I had a connection with them. But see, something was happening behind closed doors. And even though they never felt the resentment from me, because I feel like I really care about how I make people feel, I was resenting them. I was mad at myself. I was feeling like, because I was struggling. My lights was getting cut off. I was going through a lot behind closed doors, but I was giving my all to my loyal people. Even though I knew that it was time for me to up-level my message, up-level my brand, up-level my clientele, up-level my prices. I knew it, but it was like, I just felt like these are my people. These are my people who already spent with me. If it wasn't for them, I would have never even made money in my business. I was loyal to them like they were to me. But anyway, my family had to come first. So now I'm going to take off the relatable hat and I'm gonna put on the coach hat, because at the end of the day, while what we're talking about happens, it don't matter when you have a family. It don't matter when you need to make the decision for your business, for your future. You understand? So what I did is I created a free FB community. I started doing a lot of content, free content there where my people could get it. Even though they were no longer my ideal clients, because I was not working with any type of product-based business anymore. I was high ticket coach now. So I definitely wasn't doing programs like $197 a month anymore. Now I have it back because, and this is why I'm going to the point. I have a point here. So even though I had to make the decision, I didn't leave them hanging. I had a lot of free content so they could continue being in the community and learning. And some of them even rose to the occasion. Some of them, a couple years later, ended up joining my high-end programs because they kept trucking. They kept working until they could have came into the program because they were connected to me. And that's what I want to tell you. Your loyal followers want you to do well. Your loyal followers want to see you up level. Even if it means that they may not be able, they will literally continue to support you just because they want to see you win, because they are your loyal followers. And another thing for you to think about that I had to learn in my situation was that me not making the decision to say who I wanted to work with and that I wanted to earn more didn't show them how to set boundaries, didn't show them how to make decisions, didn't show them how to honor their commitments, didn't show them how to charge their worth, because I had to do it for myself first. And that's another thing to think about in this whole situation. What I will say to you, Jada, my darling, and that's because I know where you're at. Do it and come back for them. I launched my Monetize You Coaching University last year, and guess what it is? $197 a month. Ain't that a full circle moment? But now I'm not struggling financially. Now I can help people at that level with no problem, right? Because I still have my high-end clients. I'm doing what I got to do. So sometimes you got to make the decision to get where you're going so that way you can circle back and pull those people up. But if we all struggling because you don't want to make a decision to let go so you can call in those more affluent clients, because I know you're going for a more higher end, you're probably going for a client that's probably more committed. Not saying that your people ain't committed, but they're just not ready for where you're going right now. And that is okay. I really hope that sharing my story helped you in some way.